What's going on, guys? SpeedQB Sushi here, and today I'm going to teach you how to quickly take down and maintain your Elite Force 1911 TAC. Mine hasn't been maintained or cleaned in about 3 months. It's been in mud and rain. It's been in a lot of weather conditions, so I'm mainly going to be focusing on the inner barrel, the upper frame where the slide slides back and forth, and the blowback housing, lubricating inside of there and getting all that done. So let's get right into it. The next step for me is to take off any attachments you have on the gun. I'm going to go do this real quick. I'll be back when I have all this done. So after that, you're just left with the gun and the magazine inside. So what you're going to want to do is take your magazine out. Once you do that, you're going to see this pin right here. Also, if your safety's up, flip it down. You're going to want to pull this back to right here where that little notch is in the slide, the second one. And then on this side, you're going to have a pin right there. You want to push it out with either a tool, or if you have long fingers, you can take this pin out. Just put that pin somewhere you know it's going to be safe at and accessible. Then just going to want to rack the slide forward, and the slide will come off of the lower frame. Or the frame. Then, so there is a push pin right here. You want to push this down. Then you want to rotate this. It's going to be a little hard for me because mine broke in half. You want to push this, and then this will pop out. That is your recoil spring holder. Or recoil spring retainer. Then you're going to want to see your recoil spring. Going to want to just pull this forward right here, or push it forward, and uninstall the recoil spring. Once you uninstall the recoil spring, just set that somewhere, and then you're going to uninstall this follower, or this catch, and then you can uninstall the inner barrel and outer barrel assembly. Then you are just left with your slide and your outer barrel. The cleaning tools and lubricants I'm using today is one of these little brushes here, just to brush off and spread the lubricant. A few Q-tips to get the lubricant in the hard to reach places and also clean out all the excess old oil. I'm using like a foam or a cloth wrapped brush to stick down the inner barrel and outer barrel assembly and get that cleaned out from oil. I'm using CLP lubricant for my slide and upper frame, and I'm using a little white piece of gun cloth to push it down the outer barrel as well. And then I'm using a ramrod for the purposes of the last two things I covered. So after you've gathered all your parts you need for cleaning, first you're going to take your lower frame, inspect, make sure it has no damage. Mine's just really dirty on the inside. Then you're going to want to take either your cotton swab, your tool right there, or that. And you're going to want to clean out all the oil all over the upper frame and inside where the slide runs through. So I'm going to make this into a time lapse while I do that. I'm probably going to do it with this and just do it by hand. So time lapse starts now. As you can see from the before, the inside where the slide runs through is a lot cleaner now. Also, I usually do this when the slide sounds gritty when it's moving back and forth on the upper frame. You want to get into all these nooks and crannies down here just to get every little speck of dirt out. You also want to clean around this. I know that sometimes the oil gets down into the slide catch and goes out onto my frame. I'm going to take the cotton swab, stick it inside here to get all the oil out. Look at how much oil just came out of that alone. You also want to get on your hammer assembly up here. Oil does tend to get on that, and then you want to get down into your mag well as well. Alright, now with that done, we can start to focus on the slide. So inside the slide, you're going to find oil mainly on these parts right here, the moving parts. So the slide rails, the blowback housing, and right inside of this area. So you're going to want to take this or your cotton swabs or this and go through it and just try and get all that oil out. For this, I'm going to go ahead and attach it to my ramrod. Sorry if it goes out of frame, I'm using my webcam for this, not my actual camera. So this is the hard part right here. You want to kind of get into that just a little bit where the oil sits, the old oil. So I'd just take one of your cotton swabs, I'm going to use the other side of this one, just stick it down in there just a little bit, move it around, twist it, see what oil you can get out of there. And then I'm not going to take the spring out of this because it's a pain in the ass to put back in. But you can if you want. It likes to fly out, so hold that spring back with a little Q-tip or something. I'm just going to get inside around here, just get all the oil out of there on top and in here. Especially get into these right here, these little two ridges. Oil likes to get trapped in there. I'll show you how much just comes off that alone. From both of those two, it blackened a Q-tip. Also, make sure at the end to inspect your slide, see if it needs more cleaning done to it. Mine does. So I'm going to take this again, run this over it, clean it up. It also likes to get onto the back of your firing pin as well, so make sure to clean back there. Alrighty, so now that looks good and your slide looks clean and unoiled, feel free to put that down, and then we can focus on the inner and outer barrel. So I'm going to go ahead and take this recoil spring off, place it the way that it is supposed to go so you don't forget. That's how my first barrel assembly locked up on me. Don't want to go through that again. So we are going to take the ramrod once again, and you need to get one that can fit through the outer barrel and the inner barrel. So I'm going to push this in. Twist it around a little bit. Pull it out. Put that over here. And then you're going to want to take your tool right here off of your ramrod. Put your tool to hold your microfiber cloth on it, onto your ramrod. Put the microfiber cloth through. I like to fold mine into a little triangle kind of. Push that through. It'll go through, come on. You guys can watch my miserable failings. And you kind of come through. Alright, there we go. Now that that's on, you don't want to make sure it's not too wide to not fit through the barrel. Then just want to take your ramrod, your outer barrel, and just stick it through the barrel. Come on. Run it through there, and then run it through into there. See how much oil and stuff I got off of that. So we can put that there, and your inner/outer barrel is done. If you want, you can take it around this. I know that some oil does get inside of here, and I'm going to go ahead and take care of that real quick. It also likes to get down on your hop-up unit. And inside the little crevice under your hop-up unit as well. Alright, so now your inner and outer barrel assembly is complete. Put that back. I like to align mine so I can put it back together easier. Then we're just going to take this and clean it from all the oil. Just oily from all the stuff that went on it. So just going to take this microfiber because I don't feel like wasting another one of those Q-tips yet. I have a gun cleaning case behind me, so if I need more Q-tips, yeah, I'm probably going to get a Q-tip real quick. There we go. You got 2 more Q-tips out of there. So we're going to take this. You're going to want to stick one inside of it. Also, get down all the way in there. And then you're going to want to go through, clean the top, clean the sides of it, clean the bottom. That should be complete. And then this is just going to get oiled naturally. So I don't really clean it that much. I just kind of brush over it with a Q-tip because I know it's going to get oil on it again. Alright, now that that's done, it's time for reassembly and lubing. Now it is time for reassembly. First, you're going to want to take your outer barrel. You're going to want to put the spring, slide it back on. Then you're going to want to unscrew your lube. And I'm going to get a lot of jokes in the comments. Oh, fuck. Alright, you just want to put 1 drop and let it run around these rings. And then just slide it back into your barrel. The reason I put it in those rings is because it lubes when it goes forward and back on the top of that slide where it's supposed to lube up. So once that is done, you're going to want to take your retainer and you're going to want to, wrong way by the way, put at least a little tiny drop on there, and then you're going to want to flip it over, push it in, and then you want to take this, slide that spring back on, push the spring in, compress the spring in, release it a slight bit, and you have your recoil spring back in your gun. So then you're going to want to take the front of your 1911, push that retainer down, and push the barrel spring cap back on, and your slide is now complete. So next, onto the lower. On the lower, really the only thing you want to do is put like 1 drop there, 1 drop there, 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 and there, and there. Then just slide your slide back onto your pistol. And then line it up with that notch, put the pin back into the gun, line it up, click it in. Once you hear it click, it should go home. Rock a couple times, make sure it locks. So that is how you disassemble, reassemble, clean, and maintain your Elite Force 1911 TAC. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay subscribed for more content, and I will post a gear review in a couple days. Peace out. Also, here's mine when it's finished, just with all the mods. I have a... Oh, shoot. Hold up. I'm pulling stuff here. I have a G&G suppressor, and I have a SIG light, just the extended mag, stock mag. Stock mag's the one that works. Extended just looks cool in it when I'm displaying it. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.